Right, and what it's obviously frightening, Officer Lithuano, to see this person. Now we see the driver weaving in and out and at such high speeds. Do you believe it's just one occupant of this vehicle at this point?
At this time, that's all the information that we have. Obviously, there's a lot of work that is going on behind the scenes. We have to give credit to the dispatchers who are trying to find out exactly who this car belongs to, who should be driving this car right now. So there's a lot of things that are going on right now. As we know right now, it's that there is one person in the vehicle.
Also, we see right now 2 units following. How many police vehicles are out on this pursuit right now?
Well, we have a primary unit and a secondary unit. Also, a supervisor is involved in this pursuit, and we have an air unit in this pursuit. So that's what you're looking at. Again, being the CHP, we have resources throughout the county, and as our officers get tired or they run out of fuel, we have new officers ready to take over that pursuit.
And typically, I know that with some of the local jurisdictions, and specifically the LAPD has been working on this, they've been essentially allowing the officer in the field and then the supervisor who catches up to make the call as to whether or not you should back off and allow the air units to follow to try to sort of de-escalate a pursuit like this. Is that something that the CHP considers? Tell us about your policy on that.
Well, I don't want to get too much into policy. Obviously, we don't want to give the bad guys some confidential information. But you're right, Frank. Our supervisors out there in the field do a great job of monitoring this pursuit. And basically, they have the say as to whether we discontinue the pursuit or continue in it. At this time, though, this driver just very aggressive, like I said, in their driving. And,
oh, look at this. Whoa.
I hear Alex Calder saying that the car has gone off shoulder. Are you right there at the 10 freeway, Alex?
That's right. He's just past the 10 overcrossing here, and he had to make a pretty evasive lane change there as he was running out of right shoulder there. Of course, those CHP officers had to evade that spot as well there. So that was kind of a tough spot. You can see right now CHP right behind him again. But we can tell you that as we look up ahead, that northbound 405, and he is committed to the north 405. He's passed his opportunity for the 10 now. That is some tough driving going up the hill. Of course, we've got that 405 expansion project underway, so we've got lanes taken away, a lot of construction equipment. So this is going to get very, very interesting here as he makes his way up the Spolvita Pass. He's in the fast lane right now, but these lanes are all narrowed down quite a bit here because of that construction. You can see the K-rails along the right side of the roadway right there. So this could get very, very dangerous here as he makes his way over the pass here. And again, he has made his way through several CHP jurisdictions. So we've watched as CHP officers from the various jurisdictions have coordinated their handoffs. Right now, he's being pursued by the West LA CHP office here. That was taken over from the South LA version. Now, as he makes his way over the hillside here, he'll lose the West LA folks, and he'll start working into the West Valley CHP jurisdiction. It's pretty fascinating to listen to the CHP preparing all these divisions of theirs ahead of time. So right now, even though we're miles from the valley, these CHP officers from West Valley are going to be getting into position there to intercept this guy and let those guys from West LA head back towards home. You see right now the conditions definitely heavy here, but at least moving as he makes his way up. Coming up to Sunset here just in about another minute here, so certainly the speeds have not slowed down one bit.
Joining us right now, that's Alex Calder. You're hearing in Sky 5 HD. We have Officer Miguel Luveno from the California Highway Patrol on the line with us. You're looking at the live pictures of a pursuit underway right now. This is the 101 southbound or eastbound, however you want to look at it, right through Sherman Oaks. They should be right around the Van Nuys Boulevard exit there. And they'll be coming up on Woodman and Coldwater and Laurel Canyon very shortly. And it looks like he is starting to finally pull over. Let's see what happens. Alex, go ahead and tell us what's happening.
Well, just suddenly out of nowhere, he pulled over. He's just before the Van Nuys off-ramp here, and for whatever reason, he just decided to make a very abrupt stop on the right shoulder there. Now we're going to start to see that freeway load up because they're going to stop that eastbound direction while they try to get this guy to custody. That truck right there, not involved in the pursuit. He gets out of there, doesn't know what's going on, and now you can see CHP officers down there in the shadows approaching, using their cars for cover here, guns drawn. Again, this guy was wanted for what what we believe was a jewelry store burglary down in Orange County. That pursuit initially instigated by the Orange County Sheriff's Department. They handed it off to the CHP, but right now we have not seen any indication from the driver's side door of that car that this driver is going to try to get out. And of course, this is terrible timing here for people just hitting the road in Encino and Points West, heading this direction here. We're looking back. Of course, the freeway on the eastbound side shut down now, and that traffic already starting to back up towards the 405. Right now, CHP has the tactical advantage. They can see this guy. They're behind him. Right now, the only thing that could throw a wrench into things is if this guy were to take back off again. And there was really no indication that he ran out of gas. It just seemed like a very quick, intentional move to the right shoulder there. Of course, we'll find out when the investigation's all done here, but right now CHP waiting for this guy to make a move. Boy, you don't see that very often, and you know, it would take special circumstances for the CHP to feel safe enough to go ahead and approach this vehicle. And of course, normal protocol would be that they would call this person out of the vehicle, have them put their hands up, and go through a series of steps to make sure that that the officers were safe here. But look at this guy appears to have holstered his weapon. Now, of course, you've got four other officers right there in close proximity that can take care of this situation, but it looks like this lead officer right here on the driver's side is actually trying to negotiate with what we now understand is a woman driver here. We've also heard that they're calling for CHP to block off the westbound lanes, and as I look out the window right now, I can see that that's exactly what's happening here. So it's only a matter of minutes before all the traffic on the opposing lanes of traffic clears out here as well. So look at this. Now they pull a cruiser right in front, so they have nowhere to go. This woman has nowhere to go. They're feeling confident that they can get right in there and deal with her on a face-to-face level. But again, that's very, very unusual here, and certainly puts those officers in a bit of risk. They don't know if this person is armed or not. They don't know everything involving background on this person. All they know is that this person was responsible for a burglary in Orange County. So again, right now, interesting tactics underway here, and they're trying to get this woman to come out peacefully. Here comes another cruiser that's going to pull up right behind. So there's nowhere for her to go right now, and that is great tactical planning by CHP there to prevent this woman from going ahead and continuing on her way now. It's just a matter of, there you go, now the door comes open, and they pull her out and take her into custody without incident. But that was certainly one of the more amazing and really bizarre closures to a pursuit that we've seen in some time. But this woman now in custody, they've cleared the vehicle, and they should hopefully be able to get the freeway reopened here shortly. But